The Aboriginal Youth Mountain Bike Program is a group of riders, mountain bike coaches, trail builders, and mountain bike enthusiasts who want to share our love of riding and love of trails with First Nations youth throughout Canada, really, and mostly in British Columbia. For us, the passion of this really came from riding with kids and seeing how it impacts their lives, how it can make a positive difference in their day-to-day life, help them gain better self-esteem and confidence and reconnect with nature and the land and get outdoors and live healthy, active lives. So a big part of this program for us is about trails. It's about helping First Nation communities revitalize the trails that they would have used in the past to get out on their lands and to assert their rights and title.
We often start by hosting 1 to 3 day workshop where we roll into a community, we do bike clinics, we teach them basic mountain bike skills, take them on rides or do a little trail building. That process really sparks the interest. Kids go back to their homes, they talk to their parents, they're excited about mountain biking. Then, if we approach the band with our idea of developing mountain bike trails, the process already started. We've got the kids on our side. They want to see some trail development. They want us to come back to those communities.
Typically what happens is someone will come to a First Nation community and they'll say, oh, we want to do this big trail. It's going to be great for tourism. Lots of people are going to be coming here. They're all going to be staying. And the band will be like, no, no, we don't want that. That's just more people on our land. That's gonna be garbage. How are we gonna benefit from that? How our approach is different is that when we go to a community, if we're invited to the community, we always try to get it so that it's really driven by the youth. And we always try to focus on community recreation and value first. So we always say, don't worry about the tourism. Don't worry about those big trails. Let's just do something that's gonna get your kids out and moving around. We'll train your kids to build trails so that they can do it when we're long since gone. And then when they see their kids using the trails, they see their elders out walking, and some of the community's women's groups started running clubs. Because before that, they had nowhere to walk or run. The only place for them to walk or run was on a busy highway right through the community. So when they saw that, then they started getting interested. And then they would come back to us and say, you know what, now we want to do a big trail. Now we want to do tourism. Because they're leading it. They're comfortable with the outcomes.
Mountain biking can have a huge impact on any rural community. A lot of both First Nation and non-First Nation communities are building trails and investing in mountain biking as a means of what we call amenity migration. It's about attracting people to visit and live in the community. So we want to attract and retain young families and professionals. And they can also be a very important part of attracting visitors, so tourism. Trails are a really important travel motivator. People are attracted by trails to come to an area and they tend to stay longer and spend more money when they do. But trails can also be a really important part of reconciliation because for thousands of years, the First Nations people have lived on these lands. They've built amazing trail systems that network across the land, and that's how they moved back and forth. It's how they asserted their territories. They played a really important economic foundation for them. And now all our current highways and a lot of the trails that we have now are built on those Indigenous trails. But like so many things in Canada, the Indigenous people and their culture and their history has largely been erased from that. So what we want to do with the Aboriginal Youth Mountain Bike Program is bring that back. We want to see First Nations in a leadership role in terms of the trails that are being built in their territories and ensuring that the social and economic benefits are flowing back to them. So what we do is we work with the communities to plan and design trails that fit their cultural protocols, respect their rights and title, and we ensure that all the economic benefits, the jobs, the tourism opportunities flow to their community and they have an opportunity to benefit from that.
First Nations communities are proud of what they're building. They can showcase something that's super positive. I have elders coming up to me almost on a weekly basis telling me for the first time our kids are not spending their entire weekend sitting in front of a TV or a PC. They're out there, they're enjoying these trails, they're buying mountain bikes. It's a life changer for these communities.
All the trails that we have, all the trails that we love to ride and to build are built on First Nation territories. And I think we can bring people together in a way that's a lot more sustainable for the future and builds the kind of country that we know we want for our children.